right, welcome back. This is Money, Travel, Grow. The aim of this channel is to help you gain financial and location independence by way of getting you in the industry of digital marketing. Now, today's video is going to be about working 2 jobs in digital marketing. Yes, I said 2 jobs. What got me thinking about this a few weeks ago was a website that I found called overemployed.com. And the whole aim of the website is to, I guess, let people know it's possible to work 2 remote jobs. Now, I have no idea how many people are actually doing that right now, but I think it's very possible, to tell you the truth. Now, I'm not doing it. I'm still working, 1 job at my company, and right now I'm perfectly happy with where I am. But there are people that are doing this. In fact, the very first time I actually heard of this concept was from a friend of mine who told me about one of his friends that was actually doing this. And in doing this, they actually ended up making a lot of money. And what he was doing was he was cleverly outsourcing some of the work to other people, and of course he was keeping his money. So he had a whole hustle going on, and I think the biggest takeaway from that story was not only did he do that, but he made enough money where he was able to invest in cryptocurrency, and now he's like a millionaire. So it's kind of crazy that we're living in a society where people can actually do things like that. But anyway, nevertheless, in keeping up with this conversation, I think the question is this really possible? Well, let's see. Most of your day in digital marketing is doing a lot of assignments. And based on how quickly you can get these assignments done will depend on how good you are at your job. Like, it used to take me a really long time to organize a Facebook campaign, but because I've learned so many shortcuts over time, it doesn't take me very long at all. And so, quite honestly, if on an average basis, you're only doing a job that takes you, 3 to 4 hours a day, then you probably could work another job. But I think the only way that can work is if you actually have a job that maybe that's in a different time zone. You understand that people who are doing the job, like, you can't be micromanaged. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't be micromanaged doing these kind of jobs, because if you're micromanaged, it will be very difficult for you to do it. Another question that people will probably ask about this is, if you're working 2 remote jobs, should you tell your current employer? Well, I'll say this. It's totally up to you. Some contracts that you get, they know that you will work probably a side job as long as it's not interfering with their main competition. So that is in some contracts. And then there's some jobs that will say, hey, we just want you exclusively. You cannot work other jobs or anything like that. So it just really depends on the job that you work for. I think if you've been working there for a little while, I think it doesn't, it's probably not a problem to even ask the question. I would never tell you to go behind your employer's back and try it, because I think that's a great way for you to maybe get fired. But hey, you have to use your best judgment for that. But I just wanted to introduce the idea about this to you. But also I want to tell you this because obviously there's a budding digital nomad community that's popping up all around the world. So you have people that are coming to places like Tulum and Playa del Carmen, even Cancun, and they're coming in groups and they're living together. So let's do some math really quick. Let's just say the average paid social media position, aka media buyer or social media manager job, pays about $65,000 a year. And let's just say that you get about 2 of these jobs. So now you're making about $130,000 a year. And let's say, for the sake of argument, that you have 2 other roommates that are pretty much doing the same thing, and you guys are splitting your rent you will be able to live in a very nice place. You will be able to afford almost anything you want because everyone there is making 6 figures. So you got 3 people in the house making 6 figures. Well, let's just say if you don't have roommates, let's say if you have a family, let's say you're an older person and you got young daughters or sons, right? And they're 20, 21. It's never too early to get into digital marketing. Matter of fact, I am under the belief that a 16-year-old could actually do this kind of job because it's not very difficult to learn. You will make mistakes like with any other job, but it's not as hard as, let's say, computer science or programming or anything like that. So it's very, very doable. But let's say you have 3 people in your family doing this kind of work. Between you and maybe your 2 sons or daughters, that's anywhere between $300,000 to $350,000 per household. So, you know, there's a lot of potential to really have a great life because of the income that everyone is generating in the household. So again, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I think it's an ideal worth exploring. The website I mentioned earlier was called overemployed.com. Please check it out. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you guys next time. And have a great day. Bye.